Hi, my little Hawaii project is on A'ali'i, and there's two pictures on the side to see what it looks like. And A'ali'i is indigenous, meaning that it's native to Hawaii. Plant intro. So I found a few different names that A'ali'i is known by. A'ali'i kumakani, which means standing in the wind. A'ali'i kumakua means standing in the back. And kumakani, which means wind breaking or wind resisting. It's known by these names because it handles inside the strong winds and can stand up to it. An English name for ali is the Hawaiian hopseed. Scientific names are Doronaea sandwichiensis, which have flowers that have two wings and they grow in a more wetter area. Another one is Doronaea viscosa, which grows inside of a more dry, sometimes wet area. And those flowers have four wings and they seem a little bit like swollen in the middle. Doronaea stenoptera, which grows mainly in Molokai, Oahu, Lanai, and Maui. Those flowers have four wings, but the wings are really short, so it looks like a pointy balloon. The probable dispersal method I found was that the hopue, which is a native bird, used to eat the seeds of the ali and fly all over and disperse it, but the bird became extinct. Another method is that the ali survived so well in the strong winds that the winds picked up their seeds and blew them and scattered them for them to grow elsewhere. Nivo, which is the region that the a'ali'i grows in, which is the Vau'apa'a or the Kualono, which ranges from the coastal area or up to the wetter uplands in the forest. It can range from 10 to 7,700 feet in elevation, but on Maui and Hawaii Island, they grow in the higher forest where it's wetter and sometimes dry. Some conditions that the plant thrives in is full sun, a well-drained soil, which is like cinder, sand, lava fields, and it doesn't need very much water to grow. Description of plant parts. On the left is a picture of the plant, but that does not have flowers. The leaves are very sparse, so I think that's why they survive in the strong winds, because the wind has nothing to push against, and how skinny the branches are. And how to identify ali. On the different islands and the different elevations, there are different colors or features to each ali plant. They are usually 4 to 8 feet tall shrubs, and the leaves are long and green, as you can see at the top on the right. The flowers are star-shaped, papery seed capsule-like flowers, and the colors can range from a creamy yellow, green, pink, red, dark red, kind of purplish, and the roots of the ali'i go deep into the ground so that they can survive the strong winds and drought. So on the top, there's two pictures of what the colors may range from. The one on the left is a lighter color, and it can go all the way to that dark red. Cultural connection to ali'i. So I found on Olelo no Iao, which is He hina na ka ali'i kumakani he ula'a pume kalapo, which means when the wind resisting ali'i falls, it lifts the sod up with its roots. Which means that when a powerful person falls, others will fall with him. And I found superstitions, which is that on a hula altar, ali'i, lama, maile, and other various plants are placed on a hula altar at the beginning of a hula dancer in trainings process, and as she learns, if the plants stay alive on the altar, it means that her progression is good, that she's doing good, and yeah. And if the plants start to die, that means that her training is not going so well and they may need to change some things. Ali is mentioned in mo'olalos because of its toughness and strength. It is also a symbol of onipa'a, which means like steadfast, and it's related to onipa'a is a movement that Queen Liliuokalani started. She was seeking sovereignty at the time of the overthrow, and the saying was Hawaii for Hawaiians. Ali'i is a kinolau of the goddess of hula, Laka. And usually when entering a forest to gather your plants for hula or the hula altar, this is who you ask for permission to gather from. Other Hawaiian cultural uses. The seed capsules and leaves were used for lei, weaving, or making. The flowers, the dark red flowers, were made for red dye. Young leaves were smashed to treat rash, ringworm, holly rot, staph infection. The branches and the wood were used to make small tools or weapons. It was also used for parts of their house and sometimes for the amos or the yakos for va'a. The wood of the ali is also known to be termite resistant. And the wood of the ali was used in fishing to make bait sticks because it's so dense it sinks. And it was tied to a rope and lowered after bait was attached to attract fish and slowly attract fish up to the surface to be scooped with a net. And ali branches were also made into spears to catch he'e, octopus. And this is my process of making a haku. So in the first picture shows the branches that I picked with the flowers on top. It's about 2 inches long so that I can use it to wrap. This number 2 is a picture of all my materials I needed. So you need all your ali'i that you're going to use to make, your type of cordage, or I used raffia, and you also need a sort of like a backbone, I guess, to your haku to wrap around the base of it, which is on the right side of the picture of number 2, with the raffia going through it so I can fold it over and so you can tie it. And number 3 shows my first couple branches I added on, which you make a knot around at the beginning, and then you add on one of the branches and you just wrap wrap one time, make sure it stays tight, and hold it all together. And you just keep adding on and adding on, so the pictures 4 through number 9 shows that all the way to the end. You just keep it constant and make sure that it's always even and tight. And to add on raffia, you just tie a knot of the old one that's getting short. You tie it, make it tight, tie a couple knots, and then you tie another knot with a new raffia to add on. And my finished product was a haku. Thank you for watching my presentation.